Okay, here we got a 55 Bel Air. Again, it's got the aqua and cream color, the off-white color. Maybe that's not so much. You can see the 56 over there and 57. This should have a 265 in it. This looks like totally original setup. Got the generator. That would be the original type master cylinder. They're pretty dangerous, actually, if you drive. I don't like, well, you know, if everything's working fine, it's not dangerous. But you got, you know, you get a leak in your brakes. That's why they call that, you know, the hand brake or the parking brake. They did call that the emergency brake because it really was an emergency brake. And then the lawyers started changing that, getting them to change that. So you got, I see these lines going back there, probably, I don't know. This looks like the, you know, original style battery, of course. That's how the batteries used to be, with those little individual screw out caps like that. Original style horns. And it's got like the 8 grade grill. You can see the difference in the styling from that to the, you know, the 56. Now this actually will have the filler up on the side right there. You know, very obvious. And later they hit it behind the tail light. You got your cream color and your turquoise, very popular. Nice aftermarket gauge package. And the ignitions on these, you notice the ignition down there? You can actually pull the key out. You can leave it in. You see it's got lock, off, and on. You can pull the key out and off. I remember my 62 Chevy Impala SS convertible had that. And it was a time where you could trust things a lot more. Not that I would do this everywhere, but I would pull the key out and leave it in the off position. And I don't even have to pull the key out of my pocket to start it up and have the roof down and stuff. 110 mile an hour speedometer. It's got a little, almost, yeah, it looks like a little bow tie Chevy imprints in that aluminum, brushed aluminum trim or whatever you call that, chrome trim. Ashtrays in the back, ashtrays in the front. Vents coming in under the floor. You got your vent window, which is your air conditioning. Your vents coming under your floor. You don't need air conditioning. I just came here on a motorcycle. It didn't need air conditioning. Now it's hot. So, dual exhaust, 55, red, white, and blue, insignia in the back. They don't even do that anymore. And you know, it actually is too. If you notice this is the V8 symbol with the Chevy symbol in it. Shows it's a V8. That was fairly new. I mean, Chevy, I think, I don't know when the V8 came out exactly, but in the early 50s, like 52, they only had the 6-cylinder. Ford had the flathead V8. Then they came out with this small block overhead valve V8. That was a radical design. It's still good today. I mean, I got the same basically design in my 78 El Camino. Same thing, it's just a 305. By the way, the 305 is, you know, some people, it's not a bad engine. It's not really a race engine because you can't put big valves in and stuff like the way you could with 350. But it's basically a stroke 265. It's a 265, like the original small block Chevy, except it's got more stroke. It's made for more economy. 305 is a good engine, just good all around engine. It's got decent power, pretty good economy and stuff. Yeah, I was adjusting the brakes on mine. I had to pull the whole wheel off and stuff because rear brake was dragging a little bit. That'll cut your fuel economy, Dak. You got to do stuff like that back then. You had to work on them a little bit, but they're more reliable. Especially the point system is way more reliable, in my opinion, than anything electronic. It's like if you set up, the problem is that a lot of mechanics didn't set up stuff to detail the attention they should have. If you do everything right with the good components, the old ignition systems are stone cold reliable.